Good morning, students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm going to start the new chapter, chapter 7, Geometry. So, in our last chapter, that chapter 1, numbers, so those question answer I have done. So, hope students, you have written in your classwork copy all exercise question answer. So today I will start a new chapter, chapter 7, Geometry. So student, you know that geometry deals with the different shapes, and already you have learned a few things about the geometry, like that points, the basic things, the points, rays, line segment, line, plane. So those things already you learned in your previous class, means the class 4. So today, before the start the new things, we will recall those previous things. Okay, so let's see that what is point. So you see here, student, the what is point? In geometry, a point is an exact position on a plane surface. It has no size or shape, just shows position. So point actually shows a position, and how it is to show it? A point is shown by a dot. So see here, that dot symbol we can sign is we can use to show a point, and it is actually is a exact position, and it has no shape or size. Next is the line. What is line? A line is a set of points in a straight line that extends in opposite direction without ending. So how is this? How to express? See this xy, and then top of this two letter you have to draw this line, and you see this two arrow sign I have drawn here, because we in definition is mentioned that extends in opposite direction without ending. This means it's going on, and it's no end. Next is the line segment. What is line segment? A line segment is a part of a line between two end points. So see, it's a part of a line and between two end points. So how it is expressed? So we use the two capital letter A and B. So I'm giving this name here A and B. So that's why I'm writing here A B, and in top of this two letter you have to draw a line, and it has a two end point. That's why we cannot use that arrow sign. Next is the ray. A ray is a part of a line that has one end point, and it extends in one direction without ending. See, this way you have to draw. And how to express ray? So here I am reading the name of this line is PQ, and one end point, so that's why it is a point. I am showing this is a point. It's mentioned that this is the end point, and this one direction is without ending, so that's why I'm giving this arrow sign. Next is the plane. A plane is a flat surface that extends to infinity. A plane is named by 3 points in the plane that are not on the same line. So if you take 3 points A, B, C, and if you try to draw in this 3 point in the same line, it is not possible. So see here, because if you connect these 2 points in a line, that will be possible, but when you are taking this third point, it will not comes in the same line, because see the 3 different position. So that's why we can say this is a plane, and its planes is named by 3 points in the plane that are not on the same line. It's a mandatory, that is not on a same line. So that time we can say this is a plane. And how to express plane? So plane ABC. Okay, so like that's where you have to write. So all those things actually you have learned in previous class, but in this chapter we will learn few more things about that angle. So what is the angle, and how to write angle, how to draw an angle, and how to measure an angle, and what are the types of angles. So those things we will learn. Okay, so what is angle? So you see this picture, this is picture. If you see, so to a person standing away from the searchlight, the rays comes from the source of light will look like as shown on the right. See, okay, so person standing away from the starlight. The rays comes from the source of light will look like as shown on the right. In geometry, a figure a figure like this is called an angle. So you see there, this is a source of a searchlight, and how it comes from the light, from the source light. So in this case we can say, in this case we can say this is a point. See, this 2 is a ray, if you consider is a ray, because this is a fixed point, or you can say this point, this is the end point. One side is the end point, and another direction, if you extend it, it's goes, or we can extend it without ending. So you see this is the end point, and this one direction is extend, and one direction without ending. So this it also makes an angle. Okay. So here also you see, in such light, this is a source of light. So this light comes from here. So if you consider this a one side is end and the another side is extend, the another direction without ending, then it also makes an angle. Okay. So we can say that an angle is the union of two rays having common end point but not necessarily lying along the same line. Okay. So how is form an angle? Hope you understand. So what is the definition of angle? So when two rays with a common end points form an angle, or you can say an angle is also formed when two line segments meet or cross. Okay. So see in this picture, see how two rays meet at a common end point, or meet at a point, and how the angle is formed. Here also see in this 5 pictures, you see how the angles forms. You see this is also angle, this is also angle, this is one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So all those, how that two rays meet or cross each other and makes an angle. So now is the important thing is the how is an angle represent. So now if you consider OA and OB are two rays meeting at the end point O to form an angle. So as I told you in the definition, an angle is also formed when two line segments or two rays meet or cross each other. So here I am taking OA. This is a one ray, because as you know that in the definition of a ray, it has a one end point and another direction extend the another direction without ending. So you see this is a end point, and another direction extends the another direction without ending. So that's why I'm using a arrow sign. Because if you want to extend this line, it will extend up to infinity. Okay. So OA and OB are two rays meeting at the common end point O to form an angle. The point O, so what is the point? The point O where the angle is formed. So at point this, here is the angle is formed. See, this is the angle. Okay. Is formed, is known as the vertex of the angle. So what is this called? Is called this vertex of the angle. And two rays OA and OB are called arms of the angle. So these two are the arms of the angle, and this point O is the vertex of the angle. The symbol, what symbol we can use to represent an angle? We can use this symbol to represent the angle. So if I ask you now how to write the angle, okay, so here you see these two rays OA and OB, these two is the arms of the angles, and the point O is the vertex of the angle. So now we can and these signs we can use to represent an angle. So now we have to know how to write an angle. So in here the angles, we if I ask you how to read the angle, so how can you read? So here the angle is read as angle AOB. So these signs you have to draw at first, then you write A, O and B. Okay. So and also you can say read the angle like this way, angle AOB, or you when you write, then you can use this symbol and then AOB. Okay. Or you can write angle BOA, or when you are so how to read and write angle BOA, or you have to write angle BOA. Okay. So see, this in two way we can write these angles, and also another way, so you can write angle AOB or angle BOA, or you can only write the angle O. So in these three way we can represent the angle, this angle we can represent this three way, or you can write the names or three way you can represent this angle. Okay. So hope you understand. So OA and OB are two rays meeting at the common end point O to form an angle, and the point O where the angle is formed, is known as the vertex of the angle. So see, this point is the vertex of the angle, and the rays OA and OB are called the arms of the angle, and the symbol, this symbol we can use to represent an angle. And how to read and write the angle? So angle, you have to read the angle like this way, angle AOB, or when you write like this way, or angle BOA, or you can say angle O. So these three way we can read and write the angles. Okay. And also one thing you note, see this, in these two cases you see angle AOB and BOA, you see this, all these times you have to write the vertex in the middle. So these two sides, as first you write down that A and B, and in the middle you have to write the vertex. Okay. So these things you have to keep in your mind, because you see this this actually the angle is formed where the two rays or the two line segment meet at a point. So meet at a point means the vertex, and this angle is formed here. So that's why you have to write the vertex in the middle. Okay. Now let's start. So so here you see, an angle may be named in a variety of ways. One way is to make use of three capital letters. For example, the above angle. So you see this in your book that given here. You see how the side AB, side BC, and vertex here B is a vertex. So how can you write this angle? So in this case also you can write this angle like this way, angle ABC, or you can say angle CBA, or you can say angle B. Okay, so like this way you have to write. So let's see what is here. So that for example, the above angle may be named as angle ABC or angle CBA, where this sign symbol is represent an angle and we read angle ABC as angle ABC. So note that in the above style, the name of the vertex, common point of the two rays, is written between the two other letters. So as I told you as before, for naming an angle by using three letters, the letter that labels the vertex is written between the other two. Okay. If only one angle in a diagram has vertex B, as in the above case, we may name the angle as angle B also. So how it you have to write? See, you if you want, you can write like this way, angle ABC or angle CBA or angle B. So that way you can express this angle. These angles you can express like this way. Okay, so let's start the problem set 7a. Okay, so how to solve the first question? So the first question is asking about name the angle shown below in 3 different ways. So see, this angle is given here, so only you have to give the name in 3 different ways. So just few minutes ago I have shown how to write. So see, this angle is given, so in 3 different ways the angle is, so angle XYZ, because we that in question is asking about this angle. See, this angle is asking about. Okay, so this angle is asking about. So angle XYZ or angle ZYX or angle Y. So see, angle XYZ or ZYX or angle Y. So in 3 different ways you have to write this name of the angles. Okay. Okay, next question number 2. Draw a figure to justify that the figures formed by the hands of a clock at any time may be thought of as an angle. So here I have drawn this diagram. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that way you have to draw a clock. Okay, because in question is already is mentioned that clock reading following okay, no, that one, that draw a figure to justify that the figures formed by the hands of a clock at any time. So it's mentioned that you have to draw the for this you have to draw the clock. So here I have drawn the clock, then you show any time. Okay, so I hope students you know how to check the time in clock. So here you see, student, so this one, this shorthand, actually this one is a hour hand and this is a minute hand. Okay, so and this red one is a second hand. This red one, this totally red one is a second hand. So this is our hand, that fat one, and also that small one is a our hand. This a long hand is a minute hand, and this red one, full red one, is a second hand. Okay, so in this question you have to show that angle by draw a figure to justify that the figures formed by the hands of a clock at any time may be thought of as an angle. Okay, so here actually I have drawn that this one, you see, this one is my hour hand, and this long one is a minute hand. Okay, so how it is makes an angle? So here actually I have drawn this way, and this shown, this is angle. So angle formed by the hands of a clock. See, is any time, if you consider any time how it makes an angle. So see, it also makes an angle. So see, this hour hand and minute hand, in between this, because this has a common end point and they meet at a point, and it also makes an angle. Okay, because as I told you is my definition of an angle, if that two line segment or two rays meet at a point or cross each other at a point, that also make an angle. So that when two rays with a common end point, so how it is two rays and common end point? So in this case also you see that minute hand and hour hand also they have a common end point. Here this is a common end point, here is a common end point. Okay, so see, this is a common end point, so that's why it also makes an angle. So this is a makes an angle. Okay, or you can say that angle is also formed with two line segment meet or cross each other, and that time also angle also formed. Okay, so now is the important things is a next question number 3. Looking at a clock, make drawing for the following clock reading. So you see this, for this actually is take a clock and you just at first you set the time at 3. So the first question is asking about 3. So how to show the 3 in clock? So you see this is, so For this actually you have to do like this way. So 3 o'clock, so 3, for this actually this you have to put this. Oh yes, in this case also you see, in this case this hour hand you also placed in 3 and the minute hand you have to place in 12. Okay, so that way you have to show 3. Now you just simply you draw this picture in your copy. Okay, so like this way you have to solve this part question. All question number 3, this all question you have to solve like this way. Okay, so see this one. So how to now you know how to draw it. Just simply you make a circle and you put the numbers like this way. You see how I have drawn. So you make a circle and put those numbers 12, 1, 2, 3, and here actually I have shown that this is the hour hand, this is the minute hand. So hour hand you have to place in at the place of 3, and then minute hand you have to place at the place of 12. Okay, then you can show that 3 o'clock. Okay, next is that 5:30. 5:30 you have to, how to do in 5:30 you have to place one things I want to tell you students. 5:30, so this place actually is the hour hand place and this place is a minute hand place. So you check at first what is this hour hand place. So the number is the hour hand place is a 5. So at first you put that hour hand is the place of a 5. So do like this way. Yes, so you put this one is in place of a 5. Now you have to check what is that minute hand place. Minute hand place is in the place of a 30. So you see in the time interval in between 1 to 2 actually you see there's that 5 dot is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in between these actually that is a 5 minutes. Okay, so 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, so it's a 30. So when that minute hand you have to place in 6, then 6 into 5, because in between the division is 5, so 6 into 5, then it will be 30. So you have to place that minute hand in 6th place. Okay, yes, yes, see, so now only it is 5:30. Okay, now it is 5:30. So simply just you have to draw this diagram in your copy. Okay, next is it question number C is 4:30. So how to draw 4:30? So for 4:30 you have to 4:30. Okay, so if 4:30 you have to, this is 4:30. Okay, because you have to place that hour hand at 4, but you know that when it this hour hand will goes from 4 to 5, that minute hand you have to cover 60 minutes. Okay, because we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So for this you have to rotation like that way, then it will cross that 4, and because 4:30, so you have to already 30 minutes or cross, so that's why you have to put that hour hand in middle of that 4 and 5. Okay, so see how it is 4:30. Next is that question number D, 8:55. So how to do 8:55? So 8:55 you have to do like this way. Yes, so our hand is an 8 and its minute hand is an 55. So 11 into 5 that means 55, because as I told you there have a 5 division in between 10 to 11 or 11 to 12. So each division actually that 1 minute, so that's why it is a 5 division is there. So 11, the position is 11, so 11 into 5, so means 55. Now just simply you draw this diagram in your copy. Next is that 250. 250 how to do? For 250 you have to do like this way. At first you place the position of the hour hand is 2. Now you start the rotation of that. Yes. It is a 250. See how. Okay, because that after 10 minutes it will that 1 hour will complete, so that that hour hand will move from 2 to 3. That's why you have to have to put that minute hand is in 50 minutes tens place, and an hour hand is in between 2 and 3, but is on near to 3. Okay, so like that way, you at first you take a clock and you set the time, and then you what diagram you will see in the clock, that you only draw in your copy. That will be easy to solve these questions. Okay, because its questions also is mentioned that looking at a clock, make drawing for the following clock readings. Okay. Okay, now is the question is that how to name the above angles. So see here, the first question I want to show you. Remaining you please solve. So in this question, if I give the name A, O, B. Okay, so this we are talking about this angle because this is a vertex. These two lines, two rays meet at a point. If you consider this a ray, so that is meet at a point is a vertex of the angle, and these two is a arms of the angle. Okay, so OA and OB is the arms of the angle, and B is and O is a vertex of the angle. So OA and OB is the arms of the angle, and O is a vertex of the angle. So how can you write the angles in different ways? So we can represent the angle by using this sign, and now you have to write angle OAOB, or you can write angle BOA, or you can write angle O only. Okay, so like this way you have to write this angle in 3 different ways. Okay, next and remaining solved questions, you please write down how to draw or how to write the angles in different ways. Okay, let us see how good you are in counting the angles. How many angles are formed by the rays, no two in the same line with a common endpoint. Record your answer in the following in the table shown below. So you see here the two figures is given here. You have to find out that how many angles form and give their name. Okay, so for these questions, how to solve it? At first you make a table in your copy, and you check the first question, the number of rays 2, because you see here this is one ray and this is another ray, OA and OB, these two ray, and how many angles are formed. Here actually you see this one angle formed. Okay, and how to give their name? So and we can say AOB. Okay, but in this question is not telling about write the names in the different ways. So only if you write the angle AOB, that is enough. Okay, now question number 3. Now see the next figure. So in this case number of rays 3. So at first you check where is how many numbers of rays is here in this figure. 1, 2, 3. This is one ray, this is another ray, and this is another one. So 1, 2, 3, 3 rays in here. Now you have to check how many angles is formed here. So number of angles. So see this is a big one angle, this is another angle, and this is another angle. So you see here, if I use the pencil, so in this case also you see this is a big angle, this is also angle, this one angle, and this is another angle. So how many angles? 1, 2, 3. And in this case the first figure, this is one angle is formed. So for the first figure one angle is formed, so you have to write the one angle and give the name. And in this case you see this 3 angles formed, so you have to write the 3 angles. So angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COA, or you can say angle AOC. Okay, so So here you only write the names of the angles. Now figure number 3. In this case you have to find out at first how many rays are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 rays is here, and how many angles form? So at first this one is the one angle, this one angle, this one angle, and this is one angle. Or you can say this one angle, or you can say this one angle. Okay, so how many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 angle formed. Hope you understand. So how can you write down those 6 angle? So angle, at first angle AOB, angle BOD, angle COD, angle AOC, angle BOC, angle AOD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 angle formed here. In this case 3 angle formed here. What is the name of this angle here? Angle AOB, angle BOC, angle AOC. And here one angle formed. Okay, and what is the name of the angle? AOP. Okay, so hope student you understood how to solve this question. Okay, please write all those exercise question answer in your classwork copy, and next day I will start how to measure an angle. Okay, so thank you students, hope you understood. Bye, take care, have a good day.